This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Well, come on in, get another cup of coffee going, y'all. We got a long Tuesday morning because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's good. It's all good.
You were depressing me for a second.
No, I don't want to depress you.
Right.
I just want to prepare you because we have a lot to talk about, and I want to make sure everybody is firing on all cylinders. Look at you. Charlie Maddowes, how many cups is that for you?
It's only 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know when you've left it sitting for a while and you think it's going to be hot and it's suddenly not? And it's like, so I have to go heat that in the microwave for a few seconds.
Nothing worse than some lukewarm coffee.
But it's my new Puckett's mug, which I do like the diner mug.
It
very
looks
nice.
fantastic. Yes. That's Charlie Maddowes. Annie Nye is standing by. We got Jeff Roberts upstairs. Bill's taking the day off. I'm here, Kelly Sutton, where you've got a lot of things to talk about, entertainment headlines. Dierks Bentley has a new song.
I love it.
You know, he loves it when we play his new stuff. So we'll be doing that coming up in just a little bit. Plus, we have video of Morgan Wallen on a podcast. First time that he's done press in a while. So he addresses the SNL beef. Is there any? Don't know. And taste test. We have a taste test coming up. We love it when we can do these, especially with all of our friends that are now watching us on Circle Country and all of our streaming partners around the world. We are going to put to the test, they are Girl Scout flavored pretzels. And I can honestly say I've already had them. You sent me a picture and you said, should we taste test these? And I said, yes, I've had them. They are delicious. So I can already put that out into the water, but everybody else needs to taste them.
Yeah, big shout out to Dick Downer, who's listened to us for years online up in Michigan, Wisconsin area, and he sent us to it. So.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I had a package waiting for me at the office the other day.
Even better. All right, so we'll be tasting those and letting you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how quickly should you go buy them? I will tell you all about that. It's coming up. The curtain goes up tonight at 7, and we are paying tribute to Loretta Lynn. So I think it's sold out. If you didn't get your tickets, you can listen in right here on WSM. I'll be at the podium. It's going to be a good time.
And then Opry Salutes the Troops, I think, is coming next Tuesday
May
night.
20th.
Yeah,
and you're going to be doing that one.
I will, yeah.
Yeah, we swapped.
Yeah, Scotty Hastings will be there, and I'm very excited for Scotty. He's coming to see us tomorrow, but it's a great lineup, and it's just such a special night.
He is incredible, and I love his story, and I just love everything that he stands for. So, yeah, that's going to be a great night. I'm sad I can't be there, but happy that you're going to be the one taking over. All right, let's talk entertainment headlines. I told you about this story earlier, but for everybody who's watching us on streaming this morning, I really wanted you to see this video. This is a Eagles player, played for Philadelphia Eagles, and he apparently was also on The Masked Singer.
Sure.
Jordan Mailata.
Sure.
I didn't know him. I'm not a football fan.
He's a Super Bowl winner.
He's a Super Bowl winner. He's got a ring. Didn't win The Masked Singer, but apparently went viral for doing a rendition of Tennessee Whiskey. And just so happened that he was at the George Strait concert where Chris Stapleton was opening, and he knows the locker room, so we went backstage, and this is what happened. Take a look.
Can't stop him now.
Tennessee whiskey, you're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm. Yeah.
Man, that is really like the pressure's on. It's one thing to just sing that song, but to sing it in front of Stapleton.
Well, that's his home field, though. That's
his home
Lincoln
field.
Financial Field. He's in his own locker room. I'm sure he felt comfortable. You could tell he's a confident guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I got this.
And he can sing.
Yeah, because you don't want to be timid. I think if you go in timid, you don't have a prayer. You gotta go.
true.
You gotta go in confident.
Full tilt.
Right, because that song is not a timid song.
Well, those runs, man, he killed that. That was so good. Just impressive. I had to show off that video.
Yeah.
Who sent these to us again? Will you give them a little shout out?
Shout out to Dick Downer out in, I can never remember if it's Sun Prairie or Grand Prairie, Wisconsin. I think it's Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. But he heard us talking about Girl Scout cookies, and that we didn't even know they made pretzels. And this is the Girl Scout Thin Mint pretzels that arrived in the mail at our WSM offices.
All right. Here's what I'm going to say.
This is incredible willpower, by the way. They arrived when you were still in Texas.
And you didn't eat them?
No, I've saved them for us to do the taste test here.
Oh, that was very kind.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like a 42-pound bag.
It's a big one.
Like they weigh. There's a lot of pretzels in there.
The Thin Mint is my favorite Girl Scout
you got to
cookie
just toss me one.
of
I
all
don't
time.
have one.
Oh, I'm just going to throw you one?
Yeah, I'll catch it.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Catch it.
Well, It got lost in the lights. I couldn't see it.
That was the most sad, tragic toss I've ever seen, and it went on the floor. You can't eat that one.
Right. It's 5-second rule,
All
but
right,
not
we're
here.
going to try it
All
again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It gets,
Got it. You got it.
It's
Okay, but you got it. So now everybody has
I
one.
look like the guy who's picked last in softball, and they stick me in right field. It's like, oh, we got Charlie. Put him in right field.
Charlie's in right field. All right, so we're going to taste these, and we're going to give our honest opinion. Now, it's kind of unfair because I have had these, and I've purchased them.
All right. They definitely smell like Thin Mints.
I've purchased them multiple times. Thin Mint is my favorite Girl Scout cookie. This is a pretzel covered in the Thin Mint. I'm not going to crunch. I don't want to crunch the microphone. I feel like that's rude. What do you think so far, Charlie?
It's okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I am such a fan. I love these, like, a lot. They're dangerous in my house. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You don't like them?
They're okay.
Well, here's what I love. I love a Thin Mint, and I love a pretzel. And I almost love this more than I love a regular Thin Mint because it has the salt with the pretzel. So it's like the mint and the chocolate and the salt. I don't know. Jeff has one. Jeff, what are you thinking?
It's not doing it for me.
Jeff is giving it a...
Yeah, it's okay.
What's wrong with you people?
Well,
Truly.
You should want us to not like them.
No, I don't want to take it home.
Because now you get it all.
Well, no, I can't take this home. I can't take this to my house. No, I can't do that. Annie, thoughts?
Okay.
She loves them,
All right,
see?
okay.
All right.
All right.
So she said same. It would be dangerous for her.
Yeah,
It's
not
the same
dangerous
as
for me. All right, but
Gosh,
thank
they
you
are
to
so
thank you,
good.
Dick Downer, for sending those to us.
Thank you for sending these to us.
Well,
If you want to send us food, we'll probably eat it. Just say.
Yeah.
Do we have an official taste tester to make sure we're not getting poisoned? I guess that's us.
Yeah, we are the official taste test.
That's right. We have to eat it before Bill.
If,
Bill's here.
if it's a best of coffee and country and Cody tomorrow, well,
Then he's put a little something in his pretzels. But yeah, they are really good. The only thing I wonder is, do the Girl Scouts get some of the money
oh yeah,
from this? Oh yeah, it's officially licensed.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so then I don't feel bad.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
got the
taking money
they
out
got
of
the
their pocket.
logo and everything on there.
Yeah.
So it was weird this year. They didn't like trap me at like outside the grocery store like they normally do, or is it just not cookie time yet?
Oh no, it's already been cookie time.
Yeah, I usually have to avoid them or pretend I'm on the phone to walk by because I feel bad, and then I'll go in the other entrance.
Charlie.
Okay.
Well, here you go, everybody. I give it a solid 9 out of 10, if you were just wondering. So thank you for sending those in to us.
More coffee, country, and Cody is on WSM.
Pure Joy walked right into our studio and sat down on the Assembly Food Hall stage. I am so happy my friends Louis York are back with us.
Yes.
Yes.
We're so happy to be
It's
back.
so good to see y'all.
It's good to
It's like
see
a
you
reunion
too.
in here.
Claude Kelly, Chuck Harmony. I love seeing y'all. I've known you for, God, probably 6-7 years now. Or
Right.
maybe.
Get a little bit more.
Is it-
Like we're knocking on a decade. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I was like, wait a minute. Is it more than that? It
A
probably
little bit.
is.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
But when did all of this really get started? For people who aren't familiar with how y'all met and became Louis York, give them the backstory.
Well, we started writing songs in 2006. We were an independent songwriter and producer. We met in Atlanta and did a lot of work together. And then around 2015, we were about to quit the music business.
Yeah.
And
Sad
move
times.
into other ventures. And we confided in each other that we were quitting. And we didn't want each other to quit. And so we started a band. We started a company. We started a friendship. We started it all in 2015.
Yeah. And that led us here because we wanted to find the place that felt like it was fresh and new and embraced the creative process and songwriters.
Right.
And Nashville was the only place we looked. Well, it was the first place we looked,
It was
and
the
we
first
never
and
left.
last place.
First and last place we looked. And you've been stuck with us ever since.
I
Yeah,
love it
man.
so much. But it's more than just, you mentioned that you were collaborating with music, but it's almost a movement
Oh,
when
yeah.
you talk about finding all of the people that are here and bringing them together. There is this creative spirit that's in Nashville
Yes.
that I don't know that you find other places. I mean, I can only speak to what I know, and I've been here for a long time, but it is this fostering, loving, creative community.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love that you guys saw that and then just came in and cultivated it.
Yeah, I mean, Nashville is home of the songwriter, and
Yeah.
everything starts with the songs. So the community is built around the songs, and that's what I love.
The problem is now that every time we brag about it and bring our friends here, they don't want to leave.
They don't want to leave.
Which is why the traffic is so daggone. We almost missed this interview because we were and we're like, we got to stop telling people to come to Nashville because we're totally full. But people fall in love with this place without you even saying anything because you can feel it in the air.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's just a community and a warmth and a welcoming for creative people that's unlike, you're right, any other city.
And you guys have been in all the cities. You've been in
New York
and LA.
Atlanta. We've done a lot of work in London, St. Louis.
So you've been to all of these different hubs.
Yeah.
What is it about being in Nashville that really sparks both of your creativity?
I think for me, it's something about landing in Nashville. I feel free when no matter where we go, when I land in Nashville, I feel like I'm free to think. I feel like I'm free to pray. I feel like I'm free to dream. And so for me, Nashville is the place of freedom for me.
Love that.
And for me, it's that as well, but I take music very seriously. Mm-hmm. I'm having a good time and I'm smiling, but it's like, this is my passion. And I just wanted to be in a place where everyone viewed music that way. Mm. Yeah. And Nashville, we have a blast. Mm-hmm. But there is a seriousness to the song's got to be right. We're rehearsing. The presentation has to be right. And I just wanted to be somewhere where everyone around me was treating it that way. And you don't always get that in LA and other places because there's so much other fluff going on. Yeah. That I always say it's where you go to grow up as a musician.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
It's where you come to grow up. Like everyone
you
here.
can wear church shoes and jeans.
You can be an adult. Everyone's doing adult hours. Everyone's getting in there to get the job done and going home to their families. Yeah. So there's not a lot of wasted time, and I'm all about that. I want to leave at the end of the day knowing we wrote an amazing song, had some good food, and you can sleep at night knowing that you get to do that same thing the next day.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and I think for an artist, there's a certain, I don't want to say anonymity, but you can live a pretty normal life here, whereas in New York and LA, you would be much more bothered, I think, by things in general. And here you're free to go to Whole Foods if you want. No one's going to drive you crazy.
I literally saw Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman in Barnes & Noble the other day, just picking up books. Yeah. No one cared.
No.
And if they did, they didn't make a big deal about it in a way that made them feel uncomfortable.
Right.
When you're in LA, the whole paparazzi thing, which is part of the reason that people kind of go nuts out there, is that you really don't have any peace. To what Chuck was saying, you don't have peace. So that adds to your paranoia. It affects your creativity. It affects your relationships. So I like that. And so when we see people here, you kind of say hello and you tip your hat, but there's not this thing where it's unnatural to be yourself.
That's so true.
If Nicole Kidman can walk around Barnes & Noble,
so can I.
So can I.
We've got the dream here. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, my first week here, I'll never forget, I was walking into Pancake Pantry because, it's a rite of passage. And I was with my producer at the television station, and there was someone holding the door open for us. And I said, thank you. And he said, you're welcome. And we walk in and we sit down. He goes, did you know who that was? And I said, no. And he goes, that was Keith Urban. And I was like, Keith was holding the door open for me at Pancake Pantry?
So for those who don't know, Keith Urban's buying books. He's eating pancakes.
He's just like us.
He's just like us. Stars. They're just like us.
Stars. They're just like us.
Exactly.
So we've got new music from you guys.
Yes.
Give us all the details on Starlight and what y'all been working on.
This is exciting because I feel like we've definitely premiered a lot of music with you guys. First of all, thank you.
We love that.
But and we love to come here. But the thing that's special about this song and this next new music is that we've really kind of perfected the blend of who we are. He's from East St. Louis. I'm from New York, hence Louis York. But the influence that Nashville has had on us, living here, learning here. We learned a lot, even on the Opry stage, just about how to perform better and how to be a better artist. So these songs kind of reflect us being grown men with heartfelt things to say with the influence of all the places that we've lived, especially Nashville.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Well, the first time I heard it, I fell in love with it the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
But my first thought was, this is the most Nashville feel for Louis. And I meant that in the most positive way.
Yes.
And I think people are going to love this song.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
means a lot coming from me.
You mentioned Opry, by the way. I'm curious, too, because anytime you guys are at the Opry, and I've been fortunate to be there a bunch with you guys, there will obviously be fans who will see your name on the list coming up and say, oh, I want to go see Louis York. I love them. But there will be a section of the crowd that has never seen you before.
Every time.
I love watching you win them over because by the end, they're on their feet. But it's got to be cool to be on stage experiencing that.
That's the most exciting part to me, is just to watch people experience Louis York and experience the songs in real time, beyond the fact that they've ever heard it or not heard it. Like, they experience it, we're singing it, and to watch their faces and watch them open up to us and open up to the music.
Yeah.
That's why we do it.
We actually are calling, this is kind of an exclusive.
Oh, wait.
We're
Do we have the timpani? Should we get a timpani going? Like a little bit of a breaking news?
Breaking news.
Here we go. Breaking news. Okay.
We're calling this next, well, if you want to call it album, the next album is called Heart of the Matter. Partly because of that thing where we sat down when we said, what is this really all about for us? And on the Opry stage especially, you get this moment where you're able to, the lights go down, spotlights on the piano and the microphone in the middle right there, and you get to just pour your heart out. And if you can see those people, which we're lucky to do, you watch them kind of fall in love with music or the song or tap into the emotion. And besides all the other stuff, the flashiness, that's what it's about for us, getting to the heart of the matter, being two adult black men who are expressing themselves in ways you don't really see all the time. Right? And that's what we wanted to lean into with this music, was that. So we haven't even announced it anywhere, but Heart of the Matter is the name of this. It's the name of our new tour we're doing in the fall, which will be a more broken down acoustic, kind of like you experienced at the Opry, piano and vocals. But that's kind of what we're about right now, is getting rid of all the excess and just getting to the
Heart of the Matter.
The heart of the matter.
Oh, they're in their heart era. I love it. We're going to play Starlight for you right now. You're hearing it on WSM. It's Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
We are catching up with our friends Louis York. They're sitting on the Assembly Food Hall stage this morning inside our Simply Superior studio at the A-Cup House. Friends, I am loving the new stuff. I was looking back, I was like, I know we just got an album from you last year.
Yes. Yeah.
So Songs with Friends.
Yes.
And that was like collaborations, all your friends
duets.
pulling in.
Yes.
And I just forgot, like, the people that you had on there with Jessie J, Gramps Morgan. I mean, is there anybody y'all don't know?
Oh, my God, there's many people we don't know.
I don't know Beyonce.
Don't know Beyonce.
I don't know Beyonce.
Well, now is the time. Now is the time.
That was technically a volume 1, right? Because a big part of what we do is collaboration. We're still writing for everybody and producing for lots of folks, and they're coming to Nashville to work with us, which is cool. So we wanted to, like, put that out and say, hey, get used to that. You never know when another Songs with Friends duet album is coming from us.
Like it.
So in between us doing our Louis York thing, you can always look out for a good duet like that. And we want to bring some of them here and do some in-studio stuff. So a lot of those folks don't really know the magic of the Opry stage and the magic of the music scene in Nashville. So apart from our studio, we want to kind of bring some other people into this world.
When you guys do a Louis York show, do you do a little segment on some of the artists you've worked with and some of the songs you've written? Because, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
We definitely do. We perform some. We performed the Grenade, Bruno Mars. We do some Tori Kelly. We've done Rihanna songs. We've done
Party in the USA.
I was just gonna say, Party in the
USA.
We've done. It's a little different when I do it because my voice isn't quite as high as a young Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, most of our songs before now have been with female artists.
Women,
so it's, a lot of times it's hilarious
Yeah.
to hear us perform.
So I'm just like, I hopped off the plane at LA. It's like my early morning bass voice singing Party in the USA.
Oh, that's so fun. We had Brett James, the great songwriter, not long ago.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite songs of his is Who I Am, Jessica Andrews. But he can't do it live because he can't sing I Am Rosemary's Granddaughter. It doesn't have any, like, there's some lyrics that don't make sense.
Doesn't hit quite the same.
Not quite the same, but we
Right?
do reserve a section for that just so that people know how long we've been doing this and where we come from. And also, sometimes when you hear it from the songwriters, it hits differently. It's just, you get that storytelling side of it and the personality in it. So it's always fun.
One of my first musical experiences in Nashville was getting to hear, rest in peace, Bugsby, but to hear him do Try.
By Pink. Yes.
And I'm talking about, I've definitely heard Pink do it, but it wasn't until I heard the songwriter do it that I cried. Like that song is one of my favorite songs now because I heard him do it.
Yeah.
I feel that. Well, and Jeffrey Steele, every time Jeffrey Steele does one of his songs that Rascal Flatts has cut, I'm like, I feel it in a different part of my soul when Jeffrey does it. You know what's so interesting, and I didn't think about it until right now, but I know that you are such a Bob Dylan fan, and the fact that when Dylan came here to record, it kind of opened up the world to know what was happening in Nashville, and I feel like y'all are the new generation of that. Like you,
I just got chills.
You are seriously, because like there was this whole movement of the Nashville Cats and people coming here and recording after they were seeing what was going on, and you are now like that pipeline to us.
Yeah.
For people that wouldn't think about being 100%. Here.
Well, we're trying to do that. I mean, every time people come here, we don't just say come and do a song. We pitch them the beauty of this creative community,
right?
And what it means to work with Nashville musicians. And when we've done the Opry, we've always invited whoever we're in the studio with to come and just be a fly on the wall. Yeah. And it changes their perspective for sure, but also makes them realize how musical and beautiful this town is. So it's an honor to hear you say that, because hopefully people will see us as that connector, to that bridge.
The bridge, yeah.
To, outside world in Nashville.
Well, what's the Opry band experience been like with you? Because you're center stage, Chuck. You're always at the keyboard, but that Opry band is right back with you.
We love them. Are you kidding me?
It's so crazy because I work with a lot of bands all over the world, but the Opry band is so rock solid. Like we don't have to worry about them knowing the music. It's just like they're ready to record it. We could record the album. In rehearsals, and so we love those guys, and they always show us a lot of love and a lot of respect for our compositions.
Wait a minute, it dawned on me because I was talking to Michael Trotter from War and Treaty.
Yes.
And Michael said he always feels cheated when they're playing the Opry because Tanya's in the circle and he's over on the keys. Have you ever stood in the circle when you guys have performed at the Opry?
I have not.
I don't think so.
No, I have not.
Oh, we got to fix that.
I go right to the piano.
I know.
Right to that grand piano.
But we got to
fix
that because that's the magic, is the circle.
I was going to say.
I got to get in the circle.
Okay.
He don't never invite me to the
circle. You can come to the circle.
Well, like, scoot over.
Well,
scoot over.
You're getting really close because the wood that you're sitting on is the same wood as the circle.
This is that
early
holy
1950s. So, we're finding the rectangle doesn't quite have the same cachet as the circle. But, still, it's the same wood. So.
All right, next time.
I'm a little closer.
I was going to say, I wish that there was like a whole reality show of just backstage at the Opry. Because the band, what people don't get to see is like the rehearsal with the band before it gets on stage is probably some of the most magical, fun times we've had, is just figuring it out and watching it all come together and watching them light up when they're playing new songs and hearing it all come together. That always gives me chills. So I don't know. The band is special to me because they're always so open and eager to play, and they do such a good job.
Well, and they love y'all because of the musicality that you bring to it. They're like, ooh, we have new things to play with. They're here. This is awesome.
We always like, let's just take this on the road because they're so good.
It's so good. All right, we're gonna play Love Outrageous as we close out. Tell us the story behind this.
This is the one song that's not a duet on Songs with Friends, but it is a duet in how we collaborated with it, because we wrote this song with Cam, who is the one and only.
Incredible.
And doing fantastic on her own, but also co-wrote on the Beyonce album on Cowboy Carter.
And got Grammy.
And got a Grammy. Got the Grammy, like the ones.
Yeah.
But that was important to us that we showcased, again, Nashville collaboration. She came to our Weirdo workshop and we wrote that song. And had it for a year or two, and it's just a special one. It's called Love Outrageous because it's a call to action to love on the people that are in your life right now in the biggest way possible, in the most outrageous way possible, because tomorrow isn't promised. And so every time we sing it, which we debuted at the Opry as well, it's a special moment. So. Yeah, it's hard to explain without getting a little emotional because it's one of my favorite songs.
You about to cry?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit, but they'll edit it in post and make me sound like cooler.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
We're gonna zoom in.
My goal is to always make you cry.
Cue the tear.
Right. I love love you guys so much.
you
Thank
too.
you for
Love you
coming
too.
in.
Of
We love
course.
seeing
Good to see
you.
you all.
Lewis York, and we're going to leave you guys with Love Outrageous. You're hearing it right now on WSM.
From WSM Radio, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Well, we have had quite the morning already here in the studio. So fun to catch up with our friends Lewis York. I love talking to them.
I always feel, they're like, you've heard of motivational speakers,
Yes.
and but they're like motivational humans. I always feel better after I've been with them. It's like just in their presence, they like make me feel better about everything.
Motivational humans.
Yeah,
That'd
be a great little,
that's
on,
a great
like a
t-shirt.
business card or something. Yeah, Lewis York, motivational humans.
You know who else fits in that? Jelly Roll.
Oh, absolutely.
Motivational human.
Jelly roll, yes.
Oh, we should have a whole
This is-
list.
Somebody's going to steal it from us if we don't do this merch.
Yeah, I think we need to make that
Yeah.
happen really quick. That's got to go onto a T-shirt at some point. Okay, well, let's talk about what's making entertainment headlines for us this morning. So Morgan Wallen actually did a podcast, and this is kind of out of the norm, really. He hasn't been doing any kind of media. He just puts out his songs, and then, every once in a while he does stuff like SNL. And then he doesn't say anything about it. So he appeared on a podcast. It's his friend and comedian, Caleb Presley. And basically, Caleb kind of asked him the question everybody's been wondering. Take a listen.
Could you fix a TV if it was on SNL?
I could change it for sure.
Seriously. SNL, did they make you mad?
No, I was just ready to go home. I've been there all week.
You had to get your plane. Get me to God's country.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, guys. I'm not going to lie. So if you want to watch it, it's out there now. So there you go. That's the question that everybody was wondering, like, what's happening? I'm the Problem is the album name, and it comes out Friday, May 16th.
He said the least amount humanly possible and still answer the question.
Correct. Which, I mean, with the track record, like
maybe it's better. Maybe it's better off. Yeah.
Maybe it's really better. Let's talk about Drew Baldridge. He's got new music that's coming as well. He is so excited for this. I didn't realize, She's Somebody's Daughter went to #1, and then he's released Tough People. But those are the only two songs that he's had out for a while. Here's what Drew had to say about this new music that's coming.
I'm fired up, man. I've only put one song out in 2 years, and that's Tough People. We worked so hard on Daughter, an independent chase to get this song up the chart, so I focused all my time on that, didn't put new music out. Was very blessed, had a #1 with that. Now we're trying to do that with Tough People, but I am ready for new music. I am screaming at the rooftops to everybody, let's get this out, let's get this out. And so hopefully over the next couple months, you're going to hear some new songs from us.
Oh, that's very exciting. I love new stuff from Drew. He is just killing it. I got to hang out with him when we were at the ACMs. He hosted one of our plaza parties. He was like the closing act, and watching everybody out there just singing along with him to She's Somebody's Daughter, that was pretty magical.
It's a great song anyway, but the backstory that they literally, put their lives on the line for this song. I mean, they self-financed it. They did everything, and that it succeeded it's pretty heartwarming.
It really is. Good stuff coming from our buddy Drew Baldridge, and good stuff coming from our buddy Dierks Bentley. He has a brand new album coming out. This is his 11th album. It's called Broken Branches. It's going to be out on June 13th. He's been dropping little hints here and there. We know that the song She Hates Me will be on it, but this is the antithesis of She Hates Me. It's called Standing in the Sun. Absolutely gorgeous shot, and apparently that was one take. It was on his farm. He was shooting it as the sun was coming up, and they got it all on the very first take.
I'd be so worried. I would because the guy's walking backwards shooting this. Of course, I'm going to trip and fall 2 minutes and 40 seconds into it. It's like,
my foot's going to go in the hole.
So close.
Something is going to happen.
Jeff Roberts is smiling I've been there, done that.
Probably. Brand new stuff from Dierks, and he's got a whole tour that he's going to be going out on as well.
Tomorrow morning, Scotty Hastings is going to come see us. Debut brand new music from him. He's got a bunch of really cool stuff. He's playing Opry Salutes the Troops. He's going to be a part of the Memorial Day Parade in Washington and the PBS special for Memorial Day as well.
Awesome.
Yep. And then you're hanging out with Taylor Lynn tonight. Not only on the show, but after the show.
That's
and
right.
then tell her to go home, get some sleep, because she's going to come see us tomorrow morning as well.
Maybe we should carpool. Maybe we should just stay the night here at the Opry House after the show and then just walk across the plaza.
Well, the hotel will be happy to rent you a room.
All right. We'll see if that happens.
Give you that 5% discount.
Make sure that you come back and join us tomorrow, everybody. We are leaving you with a little crazy little thing called Love from our buddy Dwight Yoakam. great too.